Hi friends, welcome to my channel, Unique English Stories. Have you ever felt like you're always saying yes to everyone, even when you don't want to? Have you ever wondered why, despite all your efforts to please others, you still feel unappreciated? If so, this story is for you. Alex was a young man with big dreams and a heart full of kindness. He believed that being nice to everyone would make life easier. That saying yes would bring him love and appreciation, but reality was different. At his workplace, he was always the one who stayed late to fix others' mistakes. His colleagues knew he wouldn't refuse, so they kept piling tasks on him. His boss praised him occasionally, but never promoted him. Outside of work, his friends treated him like a convenience. They would call when they needed something, but when Alex needed support, his messages were left unanswered. Even in his family, he was the peacemaker, always adjusting, always compromising. He attended gatherings he didn't enjoy, lent money without expecting it back, and sacrificed his own time just to keep others happy. But deep inside, resentment grew like an unspoken storm. He was exhausted, yet he couldn't bring himself to stop. What if they got angry? What if they stopped talking to him? What if he ended up alone? One evening, while scrolling through an online forum, Alex stumbled upon a post titled "The Freedom of Saying No." It was written by a woman named 𝙎𝙩𝙤, who had once been a people-pleaser like him. Intrigued, Alex reached out to 𝙎𝙎𝙤, and they started exchanging messages. She told him how she had spent years trying to meet everyone's expectations, only to realize that it left her drained and unfulfilled. But there was one moment that changed everything for her. "I remember sitting alone on my birthday," 𝙎𝙎𝙤 wrote, after spending weeks making sure everyone else was happy. "I had planned a party that suited them, adjusted my schedule to fit theirs, and even let go of what I truly wanted to do. I decorated the space with their favorite colors, arranged the food they liked, and even picked a venue that was convenient for them. But when the day came, one by one, they sent excuses. Too busy, something came up. Next time maybe." I sat there, staring at the untouched cake, realizing that, while I made them my priority, I was just an afterthought to them. The pain was unbearable. I felt foolish, invisible, unloved. But in that moment, clarity struck me like lightning. I had spent my whole life trying to earn love and validation that was never truly given. Her words struck a chord with Alex. He could feel the weight of her emotions through the screen. And for the first time, he saw himself in her story. He thought of the late nights at work, the unreturned favors, the empty reassurances from people who only remembered him when they needed something. "So what did you do next?" he asked. 𝙎𝙎𝙤 replied, "I started small. The next time someone asked me for something that drained me, I paused before answering, instead of automatically saying yes. I asked myself, do I really want to do this? Is it fair to me?" I started setting limits, saying things like, "I'd love to help, but I have other commitments." At first, people were shocked. Some got upset, but over time, I realized that the ones who truly cared respected my boundaries. And those who disappeared, they were never really my friends to begin with. She continued, "I also started giving myself the love I had always given others. I celebrated my own achievements, even if no one else did. I took myself on solo trips, explored my interests, and surrounded myself with people who appreciated me, not for what I could do for them, but for who I truly was." And slowly, I built a life where I no longer felt like I had to prove my worth to anyone. Alex read her message twice, letting it sink in. He realized that 𝙎𝙎𝙤 wasn't just talking about saying no. She was talking about choosing herself, valuing her own time, and making space for the right people. Determined, Alex decided to try it himself. The next time his boss dumped extra work on him, he politely declined, saying, "I have my own tasks to complete." To his surprise, his boss simply assigned the work elsewhere. When his friends tried to take advantage of him, he started setting clear limits. Some stopped calling, but those who genuinely valued his presence remained. At first, it was uncomfortable, but over time, Alex noticed something. He felt lighter, more confident, and most importantly, respected. People no longer saw him as an easy target. They saw him as someone who valued himself. And then something unexpected happened. A colleague who had always ignored Alex suddenly started treating him with admiration. His family began respecting his time, asking instead of assuming. Even the friends who remained began to value his presence more. By valuing himself, Alex had unknowingly taught others how to treat him. So, my dear listeners, remember this. When you stop pleasing people at the cost of your own well-being, you make room for genuine respect and happiness. Stand up for yourself, respect your time, and say no when needed. The right people will appreciate you for who you truly are. And that, my friends, is the key to living a peaceful and happy life.
Thank you for watching. If you like this story, do like it and share with your friends, and subscribe my channel for more interesting stories.